a chance they end up putting that in on the London card. If it shot, imagine like Chimaev versus Leon is the main event. Um, Aljo versus Cejudo as the co-main. That would be a great card.
It
So
would be.
that fight's gonna happen. It's the next fight in the bantamweight division. Cejudo's coming back. They're in talks. It's pretty much a done deal. It's just they're figuring out where it's gonna be. Uh, who do you think what's your early prediction for this fight? Like who do you think has the advantage just from the looks of it?
I think Sterling, honestly, I feel like he's gonna have success in the striking. Cejudo is probably gonna be slower. He's probably not gonna be as athletic or as strong as Sterling. He's been out of the cage for like 2.5 years. And I think Sterling is just gonna be able to win. I think he's gonna be able to take Cejudo down eventually. I think he's gonna be able to beat him there, choke him out.
So you think he's gonna submit him?
I think so.
Like what round? Like you think it's gonna be
I'd say
late?
I'd say like a second round submission.
So you think it's gonna be early? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's gonna be. I think it's just. I think the first like I saw the MMA.
Sterling doesn't have the best gas tank. Like I feel like he needs to get it done early.
Yeah, and Cejudo. I think towards later of the fights he could be real dangerous to a guy like Sterling. But I think Guru was talking about it like a few weeks ago. I saw him talking about like that Cejudo was for sure gonna win the first round. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like because I think Aljo could win the first round without a doubt because I think Cejudo could take it really slow and I think Aljo could really pressure him a bit and put him in like his weird striking could like have you can have some success with his like weird striking, because I don't. It's kind of hard to train for a guy like Aljo, just because his striking is so unorthodox
Mhm.
that I think that Cejudo, especially with not fighting for a very long time, I think that could really fuck with him early on in the fight. You know what I mean? So I think it's something that like if the fight goes on past the second round, I think Cejudo could potentially win the fight. But I think in the early rounds, Aljo would have the huge advantage. So I'm a bit confused with what the guru is talking about there. But I think yeah, I think second round. I think the first round. I think the beginning of the fight. I think Aljo is gonna have some success in the feet. I think both these guys are gonna have some success in the feet. I think Aljo is gonna shoot. I think Cejudo's gonna stuff the takedown. But I think Aljo towards the end of the round will get him on the ground, will beat him up a bit, put him like in some not really like fully try to like get like fully try to get a real submission out, but really just crank on the neck a little bit, like the face. Just make him like just fuck with his breathing a bit. And I think in the second round, I think Aljo will get him down again, but I think this time I think he'll submit him, and I think
Yeah,
it's tap, and then I think Aljo will win this fight. And yeah, honestly, I think Aljo is being really disrespected going into this fight. To be honest, like in all of his fights, like I know he's kind of had a bit of a lucky career, but he's still a great fighter. Like
yeah.
I thought he beat Peter Yan clearly. Um, I know the TJ Dillashaw was unfortunate. I think anybody could kind of beat that version of TJ Dillashaw, but I still think he's a very good fighter. Like you can't ignore the Corey Sandhagen win where he just absolutely destroyed Corey Sandhagen. And when is also Aljo like the only time he's I think people are kind of like disrespecting his striking too. You know what I mean? Like they're saying that Cejudo has the clear advantage on the feet, which I do think he's the better pure boxer, pure striker. But Aljo is not bad in the feet. You know what I mean? Like he was having success against Peter Yan, potentially the best boxer in UFC. In all of his fights, also, he's had success in his feet. Like, I don't know where that's coming from.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I
Like,
think so too.
do you think he has the advantage on the feet
I mean,
overall?
I think Sterling will be just. I think it's pretty much neck and neck.
Yeah. But also the factors, I mean, we look at that Cejudo, we're assuming that Cejudo's gonna be better later in the fight, but he also hasn't fought in a while. He's been drinking, stuff like that. How do we may not know that for certain, you know what I mean? Aljo may have the better gas tank in this fight.
That's very possible. I mean, that's true. I mean, he's been out for a long time, and Cejudo. I mean, how good are you going to get when you've been out of the game and you're in your mid 30s? I think
Yeah.
Aljo's been more active, and I have to give him the advantage.
I also think he could have quit in him, Cejudo. You know what I mean? When you're like you
I
said,
don't think so.
when you're out for that long, I mean, you're like, oh, I have the money, I have the success, like whatever.
But
Like
he doesn't really have that much money or success. That's the thing. Like
he wants his
he's not
credit.
like a big billionaire or something. Like you know what I mean?
No,
It's not
no.
like Connor or one of these guys like GSP. Like he's a flyweight. You know what I mean? He didn't make that much,
Yeah.
and he wasn't champion for that long.
Do you don't think
Uh,
that's a factor?
I think he's hungry, man. I think he's hungry. I just think he's gonna lose this one.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, Sean O'Malley is definitely going to get the next fight after that, right? I saw him saying something about like he wants to fight in July, so let's get this fight
Yeah.
going. You think they'll end up fighting in July? Because I know if Sterling wins, I think he's going to want more time off.
No, if Sterling wins, he's gonna want to fight O'Malley. Like I
Late.
think O'Malley he'll want to fight him.
You think in July? You think he'll
I
try?
mean, I don't know about July, but I think that Sterling would probably be able to fight in the fall at least.
Yeah, I think September.